Yeah, bring you up. Yeah, come on.
Designs. Now, one follows the rumors very, very closely, and one is our idea, this new concept, what we think the iPhone 8 will look like. So, it's inspired by the iPhone 4 and 4S sandwich design, where you've got two glass panels on the front and back sandwiched by a stainless steel border. And wow, what a remarkable design it is. I gotta give props to the Bro King. The display looks so good. But the other design is what the iPhone 8 is more likely to look like based on rumors. So, it's got that sweeping curved design that Apple's been using. This is in ceramic white for the first time. I'm showing you guys this color, and we made a little tweak to the display. So on the top of the bezel, it's a little bit shorter, and the actual corners of the LCD, like the Mi Mix and the rumored Galaxy S8, are going to be curved. And oh man, what an elegant look! Full glass design on the front. But for now, this is as close as we'll get. Almost no bezels on the sides, a little bit of a curved display. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this design. We worked so hard on it. So essentially, we've got the flagship model iPhone 8, the 7S and 7S Plus, which are the cheaper models. They will be basically a spec bumped iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. Design will mostly stay the same with an aluminum body. Now the iPhone 8 will be the one everyone wants, the one with the fully glass casing front and back. It will look very, very sleek. No home button on the front of the phone, so it'll be a flat slab of glass, basically Johnny Ive's dream for the iPhone. But most importantly is the organic LED display, which is an all-new technology that allows for a thinner phone, brighter display, higher contrast ratio, more efficient display, and it allows you to curve the edges of the display, so you can possibly get something like this, like the design that we have. It's been rumored extensively that the iPhone 8 might have a full display screen. I mean, no camera, no earpiece, no home button, just display where all of that used to be. And a patent just filed and granted to Apple actually details how this might be possible. It's called Electronic Devices Having Displays with Openings, and it details a method where perforations in the display allow for sensors to go on and function as normal even with a display on top of them. And it's actually kind of futuristic and cool. So that means sensors like antennas, cameras, light sensors, proximity sensors, even an earpiece could be underneath that display, yet work exactly like as if there was nothing covering it. Very interesting. I don't know how the performance would be versus a completely open sensor and open earpiece, but the Mi Mix seems to do it very well. There's nothing on that top of the display, yet it functions like a normal phone. So Apple has the technology to do this. Will they with the iPhone 8? Who knows? And the last thing Ming Chi Kuo mentioned in his report is that Apple is developing a new 3D Touch technology, Gen 2, for the iPhone 8, as the existing FB-CB sensor, as he called it, will not work with a curved OLED display. Not to mention OLED displays are more fragile, so Apple will have to reinforce the 3D Touch technology and add a new film layer with some sort of metal plates in there in order for it to work on a curved display. He details that the main improvement in the Gen 2 3D Touch will be higher sensitivity, so you won't have to press as hard into the display in order to get it to activate, and it will work with a wide variety of pressure. He tells that the main improvement in the Gen 2 3D Touch will be higher sensitivity, so you won't have to press as hard into the drop. It'll be very, very rigid. That's the reasoning for going to stainless steel. The actual method for making it will change too, from machining to forging, which actually improves the structural rigidity of the for 30 minutes. Now the new one may have IP68 water resistance rating, which is 1.5 meters at 30 minutes. So it's basically 50% better versus the iPhone 7. And the iPhone 7 did so well. I took it scuba diving in a lake, and it just blew my mind how much that thing could take before dying. Apple really scaled back the rating on it. I think it was an IP68 at least. But by those standards, the iPhone 8 will do fantastic in my tests, and I cannot wait to test it. A more recent rumor is pointing to the fact that Apple is working very hard to improve Siri for the iPhone 8. It's possible that this improvement may come to all devices in iOS 11, but maybe new microphones will be added to the iPhone 8 to hear you better. But currently, they want to fix Siri because Siri is so far behind versus Alexa or Google Voice, and Apple is realizing this just now about the iPhone 8 in a recent press release. So this was for the 10th anniversary of the iPhone. He basically said, iPhone set the standard for mobile computing in its first decade, and we are just getting started. The best is the quick concept the Bro King whipped up for the Apple Watch 3. So I do like it. It's a very clean look, and the bottom part actually conforms to your wrist, so it'll be